happens to every writer. It's inevitable. Your process turned to mush, you don't have a creative one left in your body, and you want to throw in the towel. I remember when I was in 3rd grade. My parents had told me to write a journal entry every day. I tried a sentence and scratch part of it out, and I would just continue writing. Later, I'd erase a paragraph. 1 hour later, all I had was a blank page. For many, writer's block means a frustrating but temporary stall in your progress. Writer's block can be either a bad thing or a good thing for certain people. It can become something where it's called creative block, where you can't do anything creative. Thankfully, writer's block may help you get more progress on subjects other than writing. Writer's block is a problem. Authors have writer's block, which may cause the date of the book publication being delayed, and readers may lose their patience and stop buying the book series. When some people are facing a simple writer's block, they do the wrong thing, stop writing. A survey showed that 39% of college students kept on writing when they had writer's block, and 61% of them stopped writing. A popular belief is that whenever you get writer's block, is that you should spend as much time away from writing as possible. For some people, it works and helps them, but for most people, it grows into something even worse, into something called writer's burnout. Writer's burnout lasts longer than your typical writer's block and is a lot harder to overcome. Writer's burnout is you self-questioning your entire identity as a writer. Writer's burnout can happen for hundreds of different reasons. Writer's burnout also happened to me. I experienced it since I felt my words didn't matter and no one needed to hear what I had to say. After a year of balancing writing for myself and then writing short stories for other people, I had lost my voice and purpose. Most often, burnout comes from a desire for high-quality, perfect writing. Everyone has a different reason that might lead them to this place of frustration or resentment. But if you resonate with this feeling, you've probably been or are going through a writer's burnout. Maya Angelou, author of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, believes that when you are suffering from writer's block, you should force yourself to continue writing every day, no matter if you're pleased with the final product or not. She explained, "What I try to do is write. I may write for 2 weeks, the cat's out on the mat, that is that, not a rat, and it might just be the most boring and awful stuff. But I try. When I'm writing, I write. And it's as if the muse is convinced that I'm serious and says, okay, I'll come." According to www.opencolleges.edu, one of the most common blocks for writers and creatives of all walks is perfectionism. Unfortunately, trying to write the perfect novel will lead most writers to never writing anything. There are 5 stages of writer's block. Stage 1, denial. I don't have writer's block, I'm just really, really busy. So busy, in fact, that I just can't seem to find time to do all that writing I know I should do. But just do watch, as soon as I'm not so busy anymore, I'll be writing up a storm. Stage 2, anger. Why can't I think of any good ideas? Clearly there's someone at fault here. I'm supposed to be writing the greatest story/novel/poem ever, but instead I'm just sitting here staring at a blank screen. If I can't think of something to write, I'm going to punch my computer. It's here simple, just start writing. Stage 3, bargaining. Okay, I've got it all figured out. If I don't write today, but I write twice as much tomorrow, then it'll even out, right? And if I don't write tomorrow and I write a triple dose the day after, then I'll just write a triple dose the day after. Problem solved. Bargaining is just a fancy word for denial. You just have to sit down and write, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Stage 4, depression. What's the point? Everything I write is lousy, so why bother? I'll only have one good story/novel/poem in me anyways, and once I use it up, I'll never write again. Depression is probably the darkest stage of a writer's block because it is at this point that the writer begins to doubt their actual skill as a writer. The depression stage of writer's block happens when writers let their frustrations with a certain project become personal. Stage 5, acceptance. Maybe I have writer's block and maybe it's awful, but there's still something I can do about it. I can still sit down and write through it. Writer's block is painful for writers. Writers need to just admit the fact that they have writer's block and continue writing. Some people with writer's block will pace their writing to help get rid of writer's block. Most of the time it works. The other time, writer's block either just keeps on going or writer's burnout occurs. Here are several strategies for getting rid of writer's block. Just write, play, change your environment, read a book, free write, listen to music, brew some coffee, spend time with someone who makes you feel good, call an old friend, make a merry-go-round by walking around in a circle, which is my personal favorite. So now that we've classified writer's block a little, has anyone ever had or are going through a writer's block? And I have a little thing for you. These are writer's block pencils. They have, hey, keep your hand raised, keep your hand raised. They have small tips on the side that help you write through a block. Henry. Ignore that.
This is so mean. Potential murder weapon.
Ignore that. Ignore that. It's not a fear of writing that blocks people. It is the fear of not writing well. Something quite different. Scott Berkand. In other words, never fear not writing perfectly, and you'll never have writer's block. Thank you.